She's one of the most criticized athletes in history. Almost everyone has found something to pick on. Her bold makeup, visible tattoos, and signature moves made her stand out from the crowd. But instead of hiding, she embraced it all, breaking stereotypes about female athletes with confidence and style. She's the athlete who, after Liu Xiang, brought Chinese hurdling back into the spotlight. She doesn't play by anyone else's rules. She proves herself with performance, not approval. She is Wu Yanni, a woman no one can define. Wu Yanni was born in 1997 in Fushan County, Zhejiang, Sichuan. From a young age, her energy was endless. To keep her busy, her parents enrolled her in every kind of activity, from calming vocal lessons to the elegant guzheng. Yet nothing seemed to spark her interest. It wasn't until she was 4, when she stumbled upon dance by chance, that a new world opened up to her. But long hours in the dance studio made her crave the outdoors even more. Parks and running tracks became her secret playground. In 2009, at just 12 years old, Wu Yanni had a life-changing moment. She won both the 100m and 800m races of the county games. Her height, long legs, and explosive power instantly caught the attention of coach Zhou Yujun from the Zhejiang County Sports School. Her family initially resisted the idea of switching from dance to athletics. Wu's mother, a former athlete herself, knew how grueling sports training could be. But Coach Zhou's persistence and the promise of academic opportunities through sports finally convinced her. From that day, Wu Yanni officially stepped into the world of track and field. After only 3 months of trials, she won the girls' 200m at the Sichuan Youth Athletics Championships. To nurture her talent, Coach Zhou recommended her to Yi Hu, the track coach at Chengdu Huayang Middle School. Under Ye's careful guidance, Wu Yanni, like a raw gem, began to shine. 3 years later, at just 15, she was admitted to Beijing Sport University's elite athletics program, training under China's renowned hurdling coach Yang Hui and aiming even higher. In 2015, at the Youth Games, Wu Yanni won the women's 100-meter hurdles final with a time of 13.60 seconds, less than a second off the national record. The following year, she skipped youth competitions entirely and entered adult-level meets. At first, competing against stronger opponents was a challenge, but within a year, she claimed a precious bronze at the national games. By 2018, at the National Athletics Championships, Wu Yanni won her first national title in the 100-meter hurdles with a personal best of 13.17 seconds. That time not only met the international athlete standard, but also surpassed the 13.20 seconds that had won the Jakarta Asian Games, officially placing her among Asia's elite. Wu Yanni continued to shine. In 2021, she broke the 13-second barrier for the first time, winning the National Athletics Champion meet with a time of 12.98 seconds. 2 weeks later, at the National Athletics Championships, she set a personal best of 12.87 seconds, just 0.03 seconds shy of the Olympic qualifying mark. 3 months later, at the Xi'an National Games, she won silver with 12.91 seconds, losing by the narrowest margin of 0.03 seconds to Lin Yue of Fujian. After that race, Wu Yanni entered a difficult period, facing moments of doubt and even thoughts of giving up.
因为谁都想拿冠军，我不想拿第2名。
It wasn't until June 2023 at the National Athletics Championships that Wu Yanni truly made her mark, winning the women's 100-meter hurdles in 12.93 seconds. Overnight, she became a star. With her unique style, bold fashion choices, and signature pre-race gestures, Wu Yanni shattered the traditional image of the solemn track athlete. She became a symbol of a new era, redefining what an athlete could look like, attracting young fans while sparking wider discussions about diversity in athlete representation. 2 months later, at the Chengdu Universiade, Wu Yanni, donning the home team uniform, continued to amaze. In the women's 100-meter hurdles semifinals, she ran 12.86 seconds, setting a new personal best. Less than 2 hours later, she shaved that down to 12.76 seconds in the final, though she finished second by a mere 0.04 seconds. Achieving 2 personal bests in a single day was breathtaking. She also became the first athlete from Sichuan to qualify for the Paris Olympics. But with fame and attention came controversy. At the Hangzhou Asian Games, Wu Yanni was disqualified for a false start. Even though she was allowed to compete, she finished second and ran the track waving the national flag. Her confident, flamboyant behavior, once celebrated, became the focus of public criticism. Pre-race head bobs, post-race struts, what had once been admired traits were now turned against her. Harsh ridicule replaced the excitement of her early successes. Yet Wu Yanni understood where her loyalty lay. She knew she owed the most to her coach Yang Hui, who postponed his own surgery by 2 months to fully support her Asian Games campaign. She channeled the negativity into fuel for progress. Wu Yanni idolizes Liu Xiang, China's greatest hurdler, yet even he could not escape scrutiny after a loss.
这燕妮是长跑，又不是长街。
In 2024, after a period of relative quiet, Wu Yanni made a spectacular comeback at the World Athletics Continental Tour in Osaka. Representing China as the sole competitor in her event, she faced a strong Japanese team on their home turf. With a time of 12.86 seconds, she not only won the 100-meter hurdles, but also tied the meet record, set her season's personal best, and claimed the best mark in Asia for the year. She didn't stop there. Just days later in Tokyo, competing against top Japanese athletes, including Haruko Fuku, Wu Yanni exploded onto the track once again, clocking 12.80 seconds. She dominated the field to claim back-to-back victories in Japan. These consecutive wins didn't just boost her world ranking. They silenced the critics and doubters who had questioned her talent. On August 7th, 2024, the women's 100-meter hurdles at the Paris Olympics arrived. As the only Chinese athlete qualified in her event, Wu Yanni carried the weight of the nation's expectations. But fate had another test in store. Facing fierce international competition and the added challenge of competing during her menstrual cycle, she finished fourth in her heat with 12.98 seconds, missing the semifinals. Yet that time still set a new benchmark for Chinese athletes in the event. It made her the first Chinese woman to break the 13-second barrier at the Olympics. Before the 2025 World Championships in Nanjing, Wu Yanni retreated into intense training. She increased her weighted squats from 90 kilograms to 120 kilograms, and by March 2025, she set a new national record of 8.01 seconds, becoming Asia's #1. Her flawless makeup, striking nails, and unique gestures make her instantly recognizable. But no one should define her by appearances alone. A flower doesn't have to be a sunflower or a rose. More than her style, it's her achievements and ambition that matter. Wu Yanni reminds us, never let anyone else define you, and never live inside someone else's definition.